I spent the morning tying ribbons around silverware. My hands shook arthritis, nerves, or maybe just the weight of habit. Christmas was the only day that brought them all under one roof. Ezra, Nolan, Brenda. Always late, always distracted, always carrying smiles that never quite touched their eyes. The tamales had steamed since dawn. It's pork and red chili the way my mother used to make. Candles flickered across the windowsill, shadows skating over photographs of birthdays and graduations. I set the bone-white plates with thin gold rims, plates too precious to use more than once a year. They arrived at 7. Ezra didn't kiss my cheek. Nolan gave a half-hug. Brenda, glittering in green satin, checked her phone before she checked. On me, dinner sat heavy between us. I asked about Nolan's job. He shrugged. I asked about New Year's. Ezra muttered something about Tulum. Brenda poured herself more wine, so I said it lightly, almost like a joke. I'd picked up extra work doing taxes just to afford their gifts. It's $15,000 this year. Ezra's fork fell. Get out, he snapped. Paying bills doesn't make you family. The room stopped breathing. Nolan looked at his hands. Brenda leaned close, perfume sharp, her voice softer but crueler. You're just jealous of my mom. I nodded. Got up, refilling the punch. None of them noticed the porcelain angel behind me or the iPhone hidden under its wings, recording. Everything. That night, I washed dishes until the water scalded my skin red. Boxed the untouched tamales. Folded the wine-stained tablecloth. I moved slowly. Not because I was tired, but because I needed the silence long enough to swallow their words whole. Upstairs, my laptop glowed. One by one, I canceled everything. Mortgage help for Ezra and Brenda. Car payments for Nolan. Tuition. Insurance. Loans snipped clean like frayed threads. The next morning, the buzzing began. Ezra demanding, Brenda fuming. Nolan confused. I packed a suitcase, hailed a cab, and told the driver to take me downtown. Which hotel, he asked? I smiled. It's the one with the piano in the lobby. It's at the desk. I handed over a card tied to an account they didn't know existed. Enjoy your stay, Miss Serrano, the receptionist said. I didn't smile back. In the quiet suite, I opened my notebook. Every debt I'd covered, every sacrifice scribbled down in ink. Skipped lunches, broken furnaces, winters with no coat. Nights spent filing other people's taxes so my children could keep their comforts. They'd forgotten or pretended to. Gratitude had dried up long ago, but Brenda's words gnawed. You're just jealous of my mom. Celestina Parrish, the woman Brenda held over me like a trophy. I called an old client, Martin. Within hours, a PDF slid into my inbox. 10 pages, all gold. Bankruptcy, twice. Missed rent. Part-time job at a discount furniture store. Jewelry, fake, as her smile. The queen was made of tinsel. I laughed quiet, relieved. Not because she was struggling, but because the lie was finally mine to hold. 2 days later, Brenda posted a photo, her and Celestina under chandeliers captioned, proud to be her daughter. A real queen. I liked it. Commented 3 words. Elegance. Runs deep. She'd see it. She'd wonder. Suspicion worked slowly, like rust. But I wasn't finished. The house they called theirs was still mine. I had never signed the deed away. A lawyer confirmed it. Days later, a for sale sign bloomed on their lawn. Ezra showed up at my hotel. You can't do this, he pleaded. This is our home. No, I said, folding the brochure. It's my home. You assumed? I sent 2 clips from the recording. Ezra's voice sharp. Paying bills doesn't make you family. Brenda's whisper, you're just jealous of my mom. Both forwarded to Brenda's employer from an anonymous account. Days later, her name vanished from the company roster. Her boutique's social media went silent. I bought silk blouses. Strangers fuss over me in dressing rooms. Booked a spa day. When the masseuse asked about tension in my shoulders, I almost laughed. Not anymore, I told her. Then came the reckoning. It's my sister's house. 3 envelopes, my will amended, a spreadsheet of every dollar spent, a photo of the hotel suite. I'm not angry, I told them. I'm uninterested. Silence was almost satisfying. Almost. Headlines followed. Mother cuts off ungrateful family. Matriarch reclaims power. Their names eroded online. Ezra labeled ethically compromised. Brenda accused of treating people like props. I didn't need revenge. What I wanted was quieter, freedom from being needed for the wrong reasons. Spring arrived, I bought a lake cottage, painted the walls yellow and teal, learned to bake bread, to paint landscapes. Messages still trickled in Ezra's apologies. Nolan's updates, Brenda's sonogram. I didn't reply, not punishment. Protection. One day, a radio host asked me, do you miss them? I miss the version of them I thought existed. I said, that night, I sat at the water's edge. My reflection rippled back at me, whole at last. And I whispered into the wind, giving doesn't make you family. Respect does. But the story wasn't over? Not yet. Because tucked deep in my notebook was one last envelope marked with Nolan's name. I hadn't opened it, not even once. Inside were secrets I'd gathered quietly, things he never thought I'd notice. One day when the silence felt sharp enough to cut, I'd decide whether to break it open, or whether keeping it closed was the better punishment. For now, I left it sealed, 'cause real suspense, a kind that lasts, isn't about what you reveal. It's about what you choose to hold back.